guys, it's Ben from Hilltop Packs, and today I want to address a few more questions about the new dirt digglers from Apex Giant. Had a lot of questions come in since we've released these a little less than a month ago. We have two different sizes, and I kind of want to go over the features of each one and why they're a little bit different than all the other ones. Okay, so the first question I get is why don't we have little ridges on the side so you can kind of cut down roots or a tree? Well, I guess I would counter that with how many times have you actually had to use that feature on your current trowel? You know, how many trees have you cut down? How many roots have you cut through? So for me, by the time I have to go to the bathroom, I am not going to cut through some roots. I'm just going to move over a few feet and try again. So I just don't think it's needed in most situations. It may be needed in your area, but at least where I hike at in West Virginia, Pennsylvania, super rocky. It's still rooty, a lot of roots and trees and stuff around me, but I've never had a problem trying to dig down into the ground so I could do my business. Next question I get is why not a pointy end? So we do have these little rounded tops right there to kind of stick out. Those do bust to the ground really well, but I wanted to keep everything super rounded and super smooth so you can put it almost anywhere in your pack and there's no chance of damage to your pack or a dry bag or wherever you want to put it. You're not going to damage anything. It's not going to poke through anything. So that's why we don't have a pointy end on either end of the dirt diggler. So how much do they weigh? That's another common question. It is on our website. If you check out the product page, they do tell you how much they weigh. These are lighter than most other trowels that we have seen. And we were able to make them a little bit smaller and a little bit thicker. So actually it's probably a little bit stiffer and stronger than most trowels you're used to using. But they're actually still lighter. They're made of aluminum and they're just really, really strong, really light. And hopefully answer that question. Are they aluminum or are they titanium? So these are actually aluminum. Aluminum is actually lighter than titanium as far as the, if you're going to compare mass to mass. Now you can actually use less titanium for certain applications and that would actually make it a little bit lighter depending on the actual product you're talking about. But for a trowel like this, for digging a hole in the backcountry, aluminum is probably the best option. You want a little bit of mass there, and which is not going to make it bend or anything, and aluminum is actually the perfect application for a trowel. So how do you actually use the trowel? If you're just breaking ground and it's not too bad, you just use the top ends here. And if you have some like harder ground, you can actually use it the other way around and actually dig in the back end and punch in like a little circle around, and I'll do that here in just a minute. And then you scoop it out with the other side. So that's how you do that. So they do come in two different sizes, not really a question, but all the info is on the website. We have an 8-inch version and a 6.5-inch version. I personally use the smaller one. It works just fine, fits good in my hand, but the larger one also works really well too. So how do you actually hold these things? People have asked, why is there no real handle? Well, the whole piece is actually the handle. So if I could just kind of zoom in and kind of show you, when you hold the trowel, and I'm going to use the small one here as the example, you just grip it like this, and it's nice and rounded and finished on all sides so it doesn't dig into your hand. So the trowel itself is part of the handle. So you just grab it like that, and if you got to spin it around and punch it this way, you can do the same thing. So with the larger one, same thing, you just kind of grip it. Nice smooth edges. We do finish the edges here. You just grab a hold of it, and that is the handle. So the trowel itself is part of the handle, which makes it lighter, smaller, more compact, and we don't have to have any kind of crazy handle on it that's just going to add weight to it. So another common question we get is why don't we have more videos showing these things in use? So I am going to dig the hole. I'm not going to do my business on camera, but I will dig the hole to show you how that works. So I am in Pennsylvania. We got nice rocky ground around here. I also hike in West Virginia. I've tested it down there. These things work great for just puncturing the ground and digging all the dirt out. So I'll show you that right now. You can see there's actually some roots in there. It just goes right through the roots, no problem. I'm not going to dig a huge hole. I just want to kind of show you how easy it is to kind of get down. And if you look on the trowel, each trowel does have a 6-inch mark. If you wanted to use the large one, you wouldn't get your hands as dirty, but it works just fine as well. Here's the large. Same deal. And there you go. And that's how you dig a hole with the dirt diggler. So guys, that's it for the dirt diggler from Apex Giant, available now at hilltoppacks.com or apexgiant.com. These are made in the United States. We designed them ourselves here at Hilltop Packs for Apex Giant, and we make sure we use local shops in the United States to produce these things. So go check them out, hilltoppacks.com or apexgiant.com. Take care, guys.